Alright, come on to the apostle, the elders, the great millstone. Citations, we're going to respect you rocking out there, pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. Okay? We're clearly at the end of this Edomite system. This Edomite, and the Edomites are a nation that would last rule the earth. Okay? Which is this right here, what we're in right now, is the extension of the Roman Empire. Right. This is Roman Empire 2.0. When you go to the Babylon, the statue in Daniel's, right? It mentions the legs of iron that represent the Romans, okay? But then it goes down to the feet, which is iron mixed with clay. That's when, because the ancient Roman Empire fell, and what? And now it just came into power during the Renaissance period. Right. Okay? Let's go to the statue of Daniel, verse 7.
This is not okay.
I mean not verse 7, this chapter 7. Yep, go ahead.
This is Daniel chapter 7 and verse 3 and 4. Verse 3 and 4 great beasts came up from the sea, diverse one from another.
I wanted the statue. Okay, that's what I want the statue. Okay, I got it. Okay, all right.
Daniel chapter 2 and verse 37. It says, "Thou, O King, art a King of kings."
None of these Christian pastors can break this down, man. Because the Holy Spirit wasn't given to them. And if they do, if they can't break it down, guess who they've been watching? They've been watching us, man. Starting with our apostles and elders. Go ahead.
Daniel 2 and verse 36. "This is the dream, and we will tell thee the interpretation thereof before the king. Thou, O King, art a King of kings. For the power of heaven hath given thee a kingdom, power, strength, and glory. And wheresoever the children of men dwell, the beasts of the field and the fowls of the heaven hath he given into thine hand, and hath made thee ruler over them all. Thou art his head of gold."
Right. The head of gold represented the Babylonian Empire. Right. Each of the different parts of the statue represented a different kingdom. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 39, "And after thee shall arise another kingdom."
Now, who was that other kingdom that came after the ancient Babylonian Empire, which they called the Neo-Babylonian Empire? Huh? It was who?
The Greeks.
No. What came after the Babylonian Empire?
Medo-Persian.
The Medo-Persian Empire. Okay? Yeah. The Medo-Persian. Very important for you to know that. Yeah. All right? You should know this by heart. You should know this. Okay? Go ahead. Read that again.
It says, "And after thee shall arise another kingdom, inferior to thee."
Inferior. So that means each kingdom that's coming is really an inferior. This is an inferior kingdom. Right. This is a way inferior kingdom to the ancient Roman Empire. This is a way inferior kingdom to the ancient Greek Empire. Right. Okay? And then the Greek Empire was inferior to the Persian Empire. Right? And the Persian Empire was inferior to who? What you would call it? Was inferior to the Medo-Persian Empire. The Greek Empire was inferior. And the Medo-Persian Empire was inferior to the Babylonian Empire. Okay? So we're really digressing. Right. See, Esau's making you think that things are getting better. No, things are getting a lot worse, man. Okay? The average person doesn't even own a house. How are you living on the planet Earth if you don't have a land and a house anymore? Huh? Huh? That's essential, man. But they taught them that was normal, man. Right. This is a way inferior. But you see, because you know what that goes into? That goes into so-called white supremacy, Edomite supremacy. Because they say that civilization started with the Greeks. Yeah. What are you talking about, man? There was many civilizations before the Greeks. And far greater than the Greeks. Like we're going into the biblical prophecy, man. The Babylonian Empire was way better than the Greek Empire, man. What are you talking about, man? It was superior. Okay? What did the Greeks have over them? What did the military might? That's it. Just like this empire, the thing that makes it stronger is the military might, man. Okay? Go ahead, continue to read that, brother.
I have the definition of the word inferior.
Go ahead, bro.
In the Google definition, it says lower in rank, status, or quality.
It's a lower quality. Lower quality. Brother, the quality of living in this kingdom is that it's in if you were to rate it an F minus.
Right. Yo.
Okay, an F minus. That's the quality list. Yeah, you have convenience and shit like that, but compared to the ancient kingdoms, come on, man. Okay, but show you it's so garbage. Even with all these conveniences, people are still depressed.
Right. Because too much convenience to kill. Because you have to have a proper balance.
That's the proper balance.
Right? You really the privilege is good. It allows you.
Everybody's in captivity.
Right on. So what makes it worse is that what? As it says inferior. What makes it inferior to the other kingdoms is that the basis of man is in truth.
Right. Oh yeah. And the kingdom that he created is low quality. Go ahead, man.
It says in
With his window.
It does more to utilize like the king as a child. When the prince is a child. What about the child is in less word that they don't have wisdom. So again, it was set up really, the kingdom that he has set up is not beneficial not even for himself.
For anybody.
For anybody. It's not beneficial. That's why the Lord has to come in and destroy the people.
Right. Right. Because the kingdom is going to be all beneficial. Everything is going to be perfect. Okay? And it's going to be in perfect order. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, and after thee shall arise another kingdom inferior to thee, and another third kingdom of brass, which shall bear rule.
Now the third kingdom of brass is the Greeks. Okay? The Greek Empire. Okay? The metals are becoming inferior, but they're stronger metals. Okay? Brass is stronger than silver, but it's less worth than silver. Right? Go ahead.
It says, and another third kingdom of brass, which shall bear rule over all the earth. And the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron.
Now this is the Roman Empire. Okay? This is the Roman Empire. Let me read this here. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, for as much as iron breaketh in pieces, and subdueth all things, and as iron that breaketh all these, shall it break in pieces and bruise.
Yeah. And then that military might was far superior than anything anyone has ever seen, right? Okay? And iron, they use a lot of iron for their weapons, right? So that's spiritual. But
Daniel 7 and verse 7, after this I saw in the night vision, and behold a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible, strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth.
this also represents the Roman Empire. But now it's being described as a beast with iron teeth. Okay? Go ahead.
It devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it, and it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns.
Right, so it conquered all the lands around it. Right? It was different. Okay, so they had a different way of, they had the Senate, which the Greeks had a form of democracy as well. Right, yeah. They say that not democracy. What? Elected. Right? They had a form of election. Right? They stole that process of that place, which is the dark nation that were first known as the Romans. Okay? That's where you get the story of Romulus and the Greeks. Okay, so it's the Etruscans. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 41, and whereas thou sawest the feet and the toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall...
Now this part of the toes, this is where we're at right now. We're at the toes. Right? So it's part of iron and part of clay. That's to show you how worthless it is, right? It's mixed with iron and clay. It's worthless, but it's also weaker because it's going to tell you why. It's going to say because what they're divided. Right?
It says, part of potter's clay and part of iron, and the kingdom shall be divided.
Because it's divided. They're not. You can see that, right? The NATO and the EU, they're very, very divided. Right. Okay. And eventually, they're gonna all go against America. Right. That's according to the biblical prophecy. All right. Go ahead.
It says, but there shall be in it of the strength of the iron.
And a lot of those nations that are within the EU are really, they're weak financially and militarily. They're just like dead weight. You know? Like the big stations. You got Portugal, you got Italy, you got Greece, you got Spain, right? So those are known as the big nations. Okay? Go ahead. What they're weak. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, but there shall be in it of the strength of the iron, for as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay. And as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken.
Partly strong and partly broken and partly weak, man. Go ahead.
And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with clay. And in these days, and in the days of these kings, shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed.
In the days of those kings, meaning the time of the toes. The time when the toes are in power, meaning this extension of the Roman Empire. This is when the Lord is going to set up his kingdom. Meaning Yahushua is going to come back and take this bitch down. That's right. That's what it means, man. Okay? And this is what we're waiting for, man. This is what we're waiting for. Okay? And the elites know that's coming. Right. That's why do you think they got their bunkers? You think they just like the underground atmosphere, man? Huh? They got their bunkers because they know something is getting ready to come. Okay? But ultimately, Yahushua is getting ready to come.
Right.
Matter of fact, get me where I said the devil you bunkers up.
To the point?
Yeah.
Revelation 13 and 3. And I saw one of his heads as if it were wounded to death.
One of the heads of the Roman Empire.
Yeah. Revelation 13 and 3. And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death.
As it were wounded to death. Okay, now that's that ancient Roman Empire. Okay, go ahead.
And his deadly wound was healed.
It was healed. When was it healed? In the time of the Renaissance. That's right. Renaissance means what? Rebirth, right? Okay? Meaning you're at death, you died, and you have to be reborn again. Right? See? So what was reborn? The Edomite Roman Empire. Okay? We always go back to the same. It was good to keep this. Okay? The EU, which was formerly known as the EEC, right? They had a treaty, right? Which is known as what? The Treaty of Rome. Why was it? 1957. Okay? So it was known as the Treaty of Rome. Why? That was not coincidence. That's because this is the spirit of Rome. Okay? Go ahead.
We're all Edomites nation in the EEC.
They're all Edomite nation in the so-called white nation, so-called Edomite nation.
That was the beginning of what they call today that's the beginning of what they call today the European Union.
That's right. Which is a part of the beast. Go ahead.
Yep. And now the world wondered after the beast.
The book of 2nd Ezra 6, I'll start at verse 7. It says, Then answered I and said, What shall be the parting asunder of the times, or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that follows? And he said unto me,
So, in other words, when is the kingdom of heaven going to come on earth? When are the Israelites going to rule the planet? That's the question that's being asked. Go ahead.
And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it.
So Esau, which is the father of the Edomites, will be ruling at the end of the world, man. Okay? So who were the Romans? They were Edomites. Who are these so-called white people ruling the world now? Edomites. All right? So it's no coincidence, man. This is all biblical prophecy, man. Go ahead. Go ahead. What?
This is the book of Job 9, verse 24. It says, The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Right.
He covereth the faces of the judges
The
thereof.
earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Who gave it to them? The Most High, the Heavenly Father gave it. Go ahead.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. It's not where and who is he. This is Matthew 12, verse 25. And Yahushua, knowing their thoughts, and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And if saying as thou sayest, he is divided against himself, how shall then his kingdom stand? Like we read in Daniel, the smooth revival of the Roman Empire, right? It's partly iron and partly clay. Like the brother was going into is divided. That's why eventually it's going to fall down. And when you read the prophecies about this new Roman Empire, it tells you about that. The Most High gave it a short time. Because all that division, extension, nations, Esau within his families, they're not coming to agreements. They're having conflicts within themselves. So eventually, this is going to crumble, man. When we see the pieces being set in place, so whether this kingdom is falling at a steady, fast rate, man. Like I said, right? You saw Satan falling as lightning, man. And currently we're in that stage. From heaven. Yeah, meaning what? In a lofty position, man. A position where he's ruling. He's falling from that position now, man.
That's right.
What?
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 4, and verse 17. This matters by the decree of the watcher, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he wills, and setteth up over it the basis of man.
So instead of over the Edomites, which is the lowest of men. Alright? So ultimately, man, we're in the new revival of the Roman Empire. Okay, so they're trying to put keep their grip on the world forever. Right? A continuity of government. They're trying to see, they bring the chaos and they continue the government when they come up out of the abundance, which that's not going to happen. Alright? What's going to happen is the elect is going to kick down those doors. Okay? And also, they become underwater workers. Hey, you're going to get to eat the Bible. Right?
This is Psalm 49, verse 11. Their inward God means that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their land after the old days.
So their mindset is that they're gonna have the grip on the world forever. It's not true. Okay? Their time is at an end now. Right? This is why they're moving quickly to establish their NWA. They're moving very quickly. Okay? If you don't expect 2025, I cannot see 2025 being like 2024 at all. I can't see that. Alright? So, y'all about to know shine. Right? And their time, what they think is going to happen, they're going to be able to go only so far, okay, with their plans, right, before Yahushua puts an end to it. Go ahead, bro. That's what I got. All right.
Yeah, this is the book of Matthew 24 and verse 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, nor ever shall be.
Yeah, the tribulation that's coming is going to be the chaos that they're going to bring. It's going to be something that the world has never seen. This is worse than the flood that was coming. Any catastrophic event that has happened in the history of mankind. Don't get ready to come. All right? So it's a fearful thing, right? All right? Even the elder from Chicago, he was speaking about, he has that dread on him, man. Like the head of the spirit. Okay? Thinking about it, man. Because you don't know, right? You don't know. So you got to get to the end. You got to get to the end. You understand what I'm saying? He's just saying, you can't have a prideful spirit because we all deserve the struggle. We all deserve great wrath. Right? Y'all about to try to struggle with that. Okay? So it's going to seem like you're going to have no mercy. He even says, what did the trees do? Huh? What did the trees do? Angry against the rivers. Get that, please. All right? No? Speak.
This is Habakkuk 3 and verse 2. O Lord, I have heard thy speech and was afraid.
Yeah.
O For Lord,
So the prophets were afraid when they heard the prophecies of Yahweh and they saw the things. Okay, they were in great fear, man. Okay, they weren't saying, "Oh, wow, that was fun." No, they were really like, "Damn." You know what I'm saying? I hope I met, even though the Lord was giving them vision, right? Because who's to say Judas didn't get it? Huh? Who's to say Judas didn't get it? No, he didn't. No, he was amongst our first half. He was part of them. Right? So even more to fear, man. Even more should we fear. You see? And strive to be on point in the sight of Yahweh Shah.
it says, revive thy work in the midst of the years, and in the midst of the years make known, and wrath remember mercy.
And wrath remember mercy, man. Because I'm telling you, when that time comes, man, it's going to look like the Lord doesn't forgot mercy. Okay? Because right now, there's people that do all kind of wickedness, man. You got people that get sick, the most wicked people that get sick, and then they get back to life. Right? Look at what happened to Bishop Kelly. He's almost on the point to die. He came back, he was revived, and he went and hopped on a horse. Huh? Right? So the Lord is merciful in all aspects, man. You see that? But then when he takes away his mercy now you get to see the dread. Now you get to see the terribleness of Yahweh. How he can just utterly destroy without discrimination, man. See? Goes it on that? Which one is? Okay, ready? Okay, hold on.
Okay, I'm going to jump to verse 8. It says, was the Lord displeased against the rivers? Was thine anger against the rivers? Was thy wrath against the sea? That thou didst ride upon thy horses and thy chariots of salvation.
He's coming to let out anger and steam. You understand what I'm saying? That's why what do you think he's going to let out a shout? Okay? Yahweh Shah is going to show the world what it means on sight. You know what I'm saying? He's going to show these Jakes what it means, the green light.
Yeah.
Okay? Jake don't know what the green light is, man. Yeah. But Yahweh Shah is going to show you, man. Okay? Because when he gets there, man, hey, man, he said the slain of the Lord shall be many. The real Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying to you? Yeah. Go ahead, King. There. What was it on that?
Okay, verse 10. Verse 9. It says, thy bow was made quite naked, according to the oaths of the tribes, even thy words, Salah. Thou didst cleave the earth with rivers, the mountains saw thee, and they trembled. The overflowing of the waters passed by, the deep uttered your voice, and lifted up his hands on high. Yep. The sun and the moon stood still in their habitation, in the light of thy arrows they went, and at the shining of thy glittering spirit.
It's one thing to read these things, and it's another thing to experience it. The whole ground trembling, the lightning flashing. Just when you hear thunder, it's loud. Imagine when the Lord wants to really make it sting. He's not even making it sting. That's the natural force of nature. When the thunder, what if the Lord wants to make it sting? You understand what I'm saying? There's a big difference. Go ahead.
It says, verse 12, thou didst march through the land of the indignation. Okay, verse 11, it says, the sun, verse 12, it says, thou didst march through the land in indignation, thou didst crush the heathen in anger. Thou wentest forth for the salvation of thy people, even for the salvation of thy anointed. Thou woundest the head out of the house of the wicked by discovering the foundation unto the neck. Salah. Thou didst strike through with the staves the head of the villages, they came out as the whirlwind to scatter me. Their rejoicing was as the devouring, as to devour the poor people.
Job 14 and 13 in NIV. If only you will hide me in the grave and conceal me till your anger has passed. If only you will set me a time and then remember me.
Yeah, well, that was Job, right? Yeah. That was Job. And Job was saying that about his situation. You know, since you're angry at me, just kill me then until you're bring back on the earth. You know what I mean? That's what Job was saying. Right? That's what Job was saying. But this time that's coming, man, it's something different.
Oh my God. Isaiah 42 and 13. The Lord Yahweh, Hashem Shai, shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. He shall cry, yet roar. He shall prevail against his enemies. I have long time holding my peace, and I have been still and refrained myself. Now will I cry like a travailing woman. I will destroy and devour at once.
Devour at once, man. So he's gonna be going very hard. Okay, he's not gonna be in measure. Understand at once. See with that glass that showed all that knows at one time. Right? So when y'all try to go back, you already know that's gonna be no joke. So in this time and second, that's just gonna be a chapter. Brothers gotta remember this. Now, it's a serious time that we're coming into. This time that we're coming into is like I've never been seen on the earth. Let's go back to because the world, they're not ready for this. Naturally, they're not, Israelites are not ready for this. There's certain brothers that are, you gotta get the work, gotta build yourself. Okay? Right? We're being chiseled up now in the spirit. But you gotta submit to the chiseling. You see? That's what you're going to say, oh, I'm set from where I'm at. I'm good. No, you're not good. Okay? You're constantly being chiseled up until that time. And if you do, you're going to be stagnant.
But just add to your point, because we're all desiring the day of the Lord, but the Lord is going to come at a time appointed. The scripture say that everything comes in its due season. Just like the brother said, hey, the Yahweh wants to come right now, some of us aren't ready yet. Because we haven't been through enough tribulations to where that the Lord has truly proven us and seen that, I respect these guys. Because that scripture said we haven't resisted unto blood. So, a lot of brothers, those they're going to be found willing to be of his and that kind of trouble. But until then, you don't truly know.
They're going to find you working.
Say, blessed that servant. Blessed that servant who the Lord find his soul when he appears. Wonderful for the word.
It's that Jeremiah 30 and verse 5. For thus said the Lord, Yahweh Shimon Shai.
The work is just not going out prophesying. Right? So the work is just everyday life. You know what I'm saying? Because when that time comes, we're not going to be out here prophesying forever. I think when the chick is out and it's mandatory, you can just be out there prophesying in this place. We'll be prophesying about it. So it's good. That's right. Right. You know what I'm saying? Well, you can prophesy about nuclear missiles. They're not going. There's a time appointed where we're going to be taken out before God. So there's other work that has to be done. See?
It says, Jeremiah 30 and verse 5, thus said the Lord, Yahweh Shimon.
When Yahweh was doing those miracles, go through the book.
Live a life.
Right? I help people work on my father. The work of that sick. Right? So
God is still alive.
A lot of things he's doing is healing. You know what I'm saying? Forgiving sins, all the time. So you know that there's spiritual power that comes like that.
Yeah. Jeremiah 30 and verse 5, thus said the Lord, Yahweh Shimon Shai, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now and see,
You I heard brothers take a spiritual part.
know I was going to be in these bodies. You know, these bodies. I was trying to say that from virtue. Huh? You got like the spiritual power in this time. It may not be what you think, man. You know, playing catch with a car. You know, running over to your block. You don't look find the ox. You know? You know what I'm saying? You don't know how, you don't know what it's going to be and what it's going to take. That's right. You know,
Because I may add to one of my brother's dream for the brother in the MOTV. When they walk through the tunnel, you know, you couldn't see them anymore, so that could be a form of, you know, spiritual power might be like that. Remember that? When the brother that was telling the story about the MOTV. You don't know?
What do you mean? What you didn't see them?
Yeah, you didn't see them.
I was about to say, could this be the angels, you know, blinded the right. Because, you know, that happened with Lot, you know, with the men that tried to come against them. The angels blinded their minds. So, you know. Jeremiah 30 and verse 6. It says, ask me now and see whether a man does travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins? As a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into illness.
Right, that's that fear. That's that great fear. You understand what I'm saying? That's what's going to happen. They're going to be all in this great fear. Right?
It says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
The elect is going to be saved from that. Right? Only the elect. Right? Like we said, you don't know if you're the elect, so we got to point into the end. You understand? Like, one thing you don't want to be caught on the bad side of Yahweh when that time comes. You know?
The only time you're going to know that you're the elect is when you're at that ship. Because, you know, even in 1 Peter 4, it tells y'all that, you know, we're going to scarcely be saved. So simultaneously, as the missiles are coming down, man, hey, you're going to be saved. You probably will see, you know, other places being hit. And you still come, I'm going to be saved, I don't know. But that's when it truly counts to be trusting in the word, man. Because a lot of people, they're going to say, you know, F this, F that, something, you know, they're going to press the Most High. Yep. Think you got the Most High not doing them, but hey, that means you're out of Yahweh Shai, man. But those that feel Yahweh Shai, no matter what, they're going to keep their faith and pray for the last second. So whether they get beat up.
It also says, the days of trouble I had, and I was delivered from the sea. It says that then shall it be no more of my chosen. So even in the time of trouble, you know, someone can be certified with you, you know, how much you have given them. Right, you got it. The thing is, living in that time, you know, as it's leading up to the time where the Lord's going to show us these things, it's going to get crazy, right? It's going to show us the victory, you know what I'm saying? So it might get crazy before that, you know what I mean? Right? And it's like, you got to make sure you have that faith.
Right. Yeah, but are we talking about the prophets? Because there's some elect that women, children, and men, and the last one is going to be saved, right?
Yeah. So everybody, anyone who's going to be in the church,
Est-ce qu'ils vont avoir lié aussi les
it all depends. I mean, you got children, they may not be on no level, they're just under your household. Then you might deliver them to their sin. The woman just might have been decent enough to, you know, to make it on church. So we give them to you.
But at the end of it, they're still going to have like a form of belief. They'll believe in the...
Yeah, that's my question.
Well, at that point, when all hell breaks, when they start seeing all the promises, and what we've been telling them, I mean, yeah, they don't believe. They'll tell you you were right. No more to say.
Also, you don't know what kind of work we're going to do when I find the children. You have to do certain things to turn people into believers.
Yep.
Like it says, you know, time to ask to the thousands were added up to
In other words, they're not going to be atheists.
Yeah.
I don't know about that religion and shy stuff. They don't know what we just saying is correct. You know what I mean? Oh, then shall they know a prophet has been among them?
It says also, the Lord will have mercy on whom
Yeah, that's the
1 Corinthians 9 and 26. I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air, but I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a cast away.
Yeah, so that's that exercising that discipline, man. You know, righteous man falls 7 times, but you gotta get back up, man. You gotta get back on that discipline. Right? Exercising the fruits of the spirit. Speaking God, so first and foremost, because these things are, you know, we all go through these plateaus, right? These different, spiritual hiccups, man. And you gotta get out of that. You know, and you think it's easy to do. It's not as easy as it comes. It's easy as the little flesh.
Let's add to the point too, because earlier we mentioned about, the most Yahweh says is going to come back is find who servants working. Part of that work also is what working with the fruits of the spirit. You know, so although he might not be prophesying, you know, in the day of trouble, there's still work that has to be done inwardly. You know, and like it says, you know, the inward man is renewed day by day. So that reset is still going to be established until you get beamed up. There's still going to be dross that has to be shed off from each individual brother.
Well, that's the whole purpose of the fire. Get me on that, right? You gotta go through the fire in order to be purified. The fire is going to intensify. Which is going to intensify the purification. Which is going to take out even more impurities. Right? So that fire is going to take out more impurities. Okay? And you got understand what I'm saying? There's only so much dross that can be taken out.
David at night after all the tribulation that he had to go through, even after he was established as a king, even before that, you know, the things that he had to endure during his lifetime. And King David didn't have a life that was just stable all the time. He had ups and he had downs, but regardless, he still had faith in the Lord.
This is Isaiah talks about. Zechariah 13. Zechariah 13 and verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, said the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein.
Right, 2 parts of what? 2 parts of the Israelites in America. Okay? So if you're an Israelite in Babylon and Britain, you know 2/3 you're not going to understand? That's a huge number. Right? So there's going to be a lot of things to wake up a lot of these kids to actually follow the right way.
Right.
Okay? Especially in Babylon. That's the hub. You understand? Everyone's going to flock to the conference. Okay? Because where's the most people pressing this in America? By far. Right? It's not
It says, verse 9, and I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined.
So the main refining process, the most intensifying process is going to happen in all health places. Understand what I'm saying? It's not going to happen now. This is a fire, right? But the real process, let's speed up the process, is going to be, and you got to speed it up. So when you get that thing to a certain level, they got to watch it, because if it's too hot, you know, you block it.
Oh, yeah.
It'll destroy it. So they're going to, at that time, things are going to speed up.
It says, and will refine them as gold is tried, and they shall follow my name, and I will hear them. I will say, this is my people, and they shall say, the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai is my mouth.
So tell me, brothers, equivalent to me putting the gold in the microwave. $350 on the oven. faith is you gotta learn to get tough skin. You gotta learn to get tough skin because you don't even know somebody who's going through a lot of stuff. You know, somebody's going through a lot, right? That you couldn't even imagine that whoa. Right? What's going next? I can't imagine this. Yeah, but it's for so long without a cane and calls. You know what I'm saying? That ain't no joke, man. You don't know that. Although we're all very know, but still, no. Some things it's like, wow. You know? You know? So we all got to surpass all of those levels anyway. Because we're coming to the time of great tribulation. Or did you read Jeremiah 35? Yeah. Okay, let's go to Daniel 12. Go to Daniel 12 and let's hold on next second verse 15. Okay? Go ahead.
The book of Daniel 12 and verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of the people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation even to that same time.
Right. So that's all you gotta think about that. The time of life has never been on the earth. You gotta think about that. The rain is dropping right now with the dollars. You know? Everyone just gets swept away the cars.
Oh my God.
Half of the time. See? Right? So that's the time we're time working.
It says, and at that time that people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book.
Everyone that was found written in the book. And it's written in the book of what? So they can book of life. To the end. Right?
Well, you're the kid from walking away.
We talked about a public crisis. You know, all sorts of collapses that are going to come on the place. Yeah. A great calling. A lot of people are going to die. Right. You're going to be witnessing this. People dying left and right. Right. Disease all over the place. Right. You know, martial law. We spoke about.
C'est quoi l'enseignement que vous donnez? Tu parles du français assez bien?
Some we did our French thing. On a fait une session en français.
Moi, je parle français.
Ouais, je parle français. On a fait une session en français plutôt.
C'est quoi l'enseignement que vous donnez?
Tell them what it is. Break it down. On fait des Hébreux israélites. On fait d'appeler dans le peuple qui sont israélites à retourner à leur pouvoir, à leur Dieu. Et avant le temps du jugement.
C'est qui ce Dieu?
Dieu, son prénom c'est Yahweh, le nom de fonction, c'est Yahweh Shah.
Ok, le nom de son Dieu, mais le nom de Dieu, il y a un nom lui-même.
C'est le Dieu qui a créé le Bible. Le Dieu qui a
Dieu le Père.
Oui, Dieu le Père.
Dieu le Père. Y a-t-il un nom, Dieu le Père?
Je vais vous dire, son nom c'est Yahweh.
Ça veut dire quoi? Comment?
C'est dans l'ancien hébreu.
Parce que dans l'ancien hébreu, t'as beaucoup de Bibles qui s'accordent pour dire t'as Yahweh ou t'as Jéhovah. C'est deux, ça voudrait dire que Dieu, je deviens celui que je décide de devenir.
Mais c'est pas correct le prononciation de Yahweh ou Dieu. Il avait le son G, c'est un nouveau son. Ça venait à le 1700.
Est-ce que le Père et le Fils sont égaux ou le Père est plus grand que le Fils?
C'est deux entités différentes.
Tout à fait.
Le Père est au-dessus du Fils. Le Père a établi le Fils.
C'est quoi l'enseignement que Jésus est venu donner?
De repentir, de retourner à l'autre. Mais l'enseignement était apprécié aux Israélites.
Oui, absolument. Ça, c'est écrit pour les Israélites. Même on voit dans la Bible que 144 000 personnes dans la Révélation.
144 000 hommes qui sont les prémices
de ceux qui vont vivre au ciel.
avec. Non, ils vont vivre sur la terre. Le royaume de l'Éternel se produira sur la terre.
Oui, parce que ça c'est sûr, parce qu'ils vont rétablir son royaume terrestre comme ça avait établi au début.
Il n'y a pas juste 50 années qui vont être sauvés.
Non, il y a le bon de ça. Dans la Bible, on voit que 140 s'en vont pour le jugement des hommes qui sont sur la terre. Mais sur terre, c'est un nombre indéfini de personnes. Tu vas avoir des millions de personnes qui vont vivre sur la terre.
Ils vont faire partie, ils vont être là durant le temps du jugement, mais ils vont être élevés lors de la destruction. La destruction qui va principalement venir en Amérique.
Mais pourquoi plus en Amérique qu'ailleurs?
C'est la place la plus élevée au monde.
Mais ça, c'est Babylone. Ça, c'est Babylone. Quand tu lis Révélation 18, ça parle de Babylone, le Great, c'est Great French.
Babylone la grande.
Babylone la grande, right? C'est Amérique, c'est États-Unis. C'est la dernière.
Jérémie 51 et verset 7.
Ça, c'est le dernier royaume pour régner sur le planète.
Jérémie 51 et verset 7. Babylone a été un coup d'or dans la main du Seigneur qui a rendu toute la terre ivre. Les nations ont bu de son vin, c'est pourquoi les nations sont devenues folles.
Oui, c'est ça. Il a rendu les nations ivres parce qu'ils sont satanisés. Ils sont contre les instructions de la Bible. Toutes les nations sont polluées à cause de ces idéologies. Mais ça, c'est
Maintenant, le Seigneur doit apporter un jugement à cette place. Babylone, c'est la place la plus populaire. Parce que ce grand jugement va venir.
Mais pas juste à toute la planète aussi.
c'est sûr en Israël, parce que les Israélites ont été mis en esclavage 66 années, ont été faits esclaves par les Babyloniens pendant 70 ans de la Babylone. Quand on parle de Babylone, c'est l'empire de toutes les fausses religions.
On va lire et montrer quoi que cette fois. Il a des places qui parlent de cette Babylone, il a des places qui parlent de notre Babylone.
Oh, il y a un autre degré. Aujourd'hui, l'empire des fausses religions, c'est la Babylone la Grande.
C'est pas juste ça, c'est juste l'État-Unis, c'est tout. Ça, c'est Babylone.
Parce que le diable, qui est chef des puissances,
Isaïe 13 et verset 19. Et Babylone, la gloire des royaumes, la beauté de l'excellence des Chaldéens, sera comme quand Dieu renversa Sodome et Gomorrhe.
Il avait le feu qui venait de il avait brûlé. Et il n'y a personne même que cette journée qui habite là. Tu vois?
absolument.
Mais pour ajouter aussi Babylone, maintenant, si tu regardes dans comment ça le map, c'est Irak. Il y a toujours des gens qui sont. Il y a toujours des gens qui sont toujours là-bas. Donc ce qui prouve que cette prophétie qu'on a lue auparavant, ça parle de l'Amérique. C'est le même chose.
Verset 20.
Quand il dit que Babylone est en Irak, parce que le centre de la ville de Babylone est en Irak, la ville de Babylone n'existe plus.
Ça, c'est le région.
Babylone, là, c'était en l'ancienne Babylone qu'on parle, qui avait le temple de Nabucodonosor, tout ça, ça c'était en ce qu'on appelle aujourd'hui l'Irak. Quand tu vas en Irak, tu peux voir la façade. Mais Babylone, il n'existe plus, c'est juste la façade. Parce que Dieu, il a la région.
Ça parle de la région de Babylone. L'Irak, il a des personnes qui vivent dans la région de Babylone.
Les gens vivent en Irak, ils vivent plus à Babylone.
Babylone et Irak, la plupart de ces
Non, parce que
régions.
Dieu l'avait dit, ça va devenir un endroit désert.
Mais c'est pas ça, c'est écoute, qu'est-ce que tu peux dire?
Verset 20. Verset 20. Verset 20, elle ne sera plus jamais habitée, et n'y demeurera plus de génération en génération. Et la mer n'y dressera pas.
So we're trying to tell him, but he doesn't want to hear that.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, they don't want to believe what they want to believe. That's why this kingdom, that's why the great is a miracle. This kingdom is going to be destroyed. They want to believe it's already happened. Esau does not want to believe that. He does not want to believe that. It's like that other Edomite, he said, yeah, the Democrats. And then when he started reading the side, and then when he started going into it, both sides are wicked. You know? They don't want to hear that. Because they really believe, they want to believe that this is wrong. Inward thoughts, that's all of them. Yeah, inward thoughts that are not true. I don't care if it's by, they rule by wickedness.
He's trying to teach us.
You know? The ones that don't want to deal with reality. You know? You're not Edomites that don't want that. They accept reality. So, you know, they accept it. But then you got those that don't want to accept it.
What they accepted, this is their kingdom. They don't want it to end. Because they know that when we're in rulership, they're going to be slaves. And not just slaves, the lowest of the rulers.
I got a little frustrated with the guy. He's not rude. Yeah, you gotta be rude. I think, hey, here, what the fuck?
They got something to say. God.
You don't know anything. And the same thing the brother said, he gonna repeat. I asked the facade. So people over there is imaginary people. So if I go slap somebody over there, that's an imaginary person. That's for real. Anyways, where were we at? We were talking about some code. The Lord wants us to coordinate the destruction of Babylon. Let's go to Revelation. What do you got? Jeremiah 51. Go ahead, man.
Jeremiah 51, verse 7, it says, Babylon hath been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
Therefore the nations are mad. Okay? So meaning what? They're crazy because they're drinking this wicked evil philosophy that America's pushing. Okay? You know, men can compete with women and all kinds of stuff. So it's a mad. It's a mad.
Verse 8, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her?
You pick up a thing for you know, a package of some type of food, and there's 50 ingredients. What kind of thing is that? What kind of thing is that? Why does anything need that? So wouldn't it be simpler to make a simple recipe? Why you want to have to get yourself a headache to put 50, to put xenolons and isoxine and shit like wouldn't it be simple?
Don't get home. Stay here.
It says, Babylon, verse 8, Babylon is fallen and suddenly destroyed. Like if Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed.
So be it, she may be healed.
And it says, verse 8, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed.
Give her balm, you know, for her pain. You know, give her some Band-Aid, man. See if she can be healed, man. It would have healed. Yeah. It would have healed by it, but she is not healed, man. There's no remedy. That's what we gotta tell these people when they start feeling awake. We would have healed Babylon. She's not. No, I don't believe it. We healed Babylon. But she is not healed. That's how we gotta talk to them. Don't sympathize with them, man.
It says, verse 9,
Go ahead.
verse 9, we would have healed Babylon, but she's not healed. Forsake her and let us go everyone
Just
into...
forsake her. That's even dealing with those other, the people that come from other countries. They're gonna get to
a point. Even now,
Yeah. Yeah.
the migrants want to leave. They came from poverty and depression. They want to go back to poverty. They said it was better. The poverty over there, the depression here is worse than the depression. That's what they're saying. Go ahead. So that's going to increase in the times to come. Go ahead, man.
It says, we would have healed Babylon, but she's not healed. Forsake her and let us go every one into his own country.
Right.
For her judgment reaches.
So all those, they don't have to worry after a certain time. A lot of them immigrants, they're going to be leaving because the place is going to get so terrible. Right? And that's all the judgment of the Lord. Also, all the judgment of the Almighty God. And there's nothing you can do to stop it. There's nothing you can do to stop it. You understand? Go ahead.
It says, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven,
Yeah.
and is lifted up even to the skies.
Right. You think you can get a land and territory, first of all, from the children of God, all right, with rape, robbery, murder, and trickery, right? Poison, all kind of wickedness. And then all of a sudden you're just going to send it to the sunset. And now it's all about love. Then you change the rules of the game.
Oh, wow.
Huh? Amendment. Right? And you change the rules. Let's say you're about to win in, Monopoly or whatever, and then they start using the same tactic. They're winning. Nah, that don't work. We can't do that. We gotta take that out. It wasn't right. Yeah. But you wait a minute. That's how you got all that money in the Monopoly. So how are you gonna change the rules? So I can't roll twice on double now. The children shall see it to please the poor. So now they're trying to please trying to change the rules. Trying to give you favors. It's over with. And even though it's about Antiochus Epiphanes, he tried to do that. Whenever the Lord plagued them with that sickness in the stomach, and then he started being all repetitive, Salakia, all this, that, the third. Remember the goodness I did to you guys. Please pray for me. The Lord still killed his ass, man. There's nothing that can be done about it. Jacob's probably put up a curse. Shalak right here. We'll pray for you all. Go ahead, man. So give you reparations. Yeah. Which you're not going to do that. But I know what you mean, though. They're giving you hope. You're never going to get that. And if you do, expect the next day for the whole system to crash. The next day. You don't expect for that. The system.
It's on the whole time? Reading line, it says, verse 10, the Lord hath brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare in Zion the work of the Lord our power. Make bright the arrows, gather the shield. The Lord hath raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes.
Right, the kings of the Medes is referring to the Russians. It says make bright the arrows. The Lord basically was getting them ready for that destruction, which is going to come by way of nuclear missiles. Now that's the arrows he's talking about.
For his device is against Babylon.
Right, Yahweh said his eyes upon the wicked kingdom, which is Babylon, which is America. Not the ancient Babylon.
To destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord Yahweh and the vengeance of his temple.
That's right, the Lord's not going to deter from his word. When he sent his word, and it's going to accomplish that which he was meant to do, just to destroy this wicked place, America. Right?
Set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon. Make the watch strong. Set up the watchmen. Prepare the ambushes. For the Lord had both devised and done that which he spake against the inhabitants of Babylon.
This is Lamentations 4:21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom. Yeah, you Edomites should rejoice. Okay, the last seconds of the rulership is coming to an end. Right? The elites ain't gonna do nothing for you. They're gonna put you further destruction. Okay? Because they're planning, they got their bunkers, and that's only for the elites. Alright, and certain people that are high up there. Okay? That that own industries and things like that. They have their bunkers. Okay? Like I put up a video, and it was saying how
The billionaires are starting to have a trend of buying up bunkers. Why are they buying these bunkers? They said, oh, they know something that we don't know. Yeah, they know that they're about to crash the society. That's what they understand. Okay? Go ahead.
That's when they have the term such as insider. That's why they have the term insider.
There's a question? No, that's it. Ask a question. But did you want to do this one? Finish that piece. No, that's about it. Right? Oh, okay.
Nous sommes des Hébreux israélites. Les choses en moi, la tribu amérindienne, on est en train d'appeler notre peuple pour qu'ils retournent à leur Dieu avant le grand jugement. Je vais vous donner les informations. This is Lamentation 4:21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked.
And the cup of what? The cup of judgment. That's what's getting ready to pass through unto them. The cup of judgment. Because all the wickedness that they did, ultimately what the Lord allows to happen. Right? He's going to allow to happen.
Right? It says, the punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. Right? So it proves that this is our last captivity. Speaking of the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, the Israelites, this is our last captivity. We're not going again into captivity. Okay? That's why the scripture says the affliction shall not rise up again the second time. Okay? It says here, he will no more, it says, he will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom, he will discover thy sin, right? It proves that sins, no sins are unhidden. Everything is clear inside of Yahweh Shem. The Lord has certainly remembered the sins of the Israelites. As it says in Revelation, it says your sins have reached unto heaven, speaking of remembrance. Alright, the Lord is going to give her a reward according to her sins.
Right.
You know, which is what? Especially captivity, slavery. Okay? And ultimately, the Lord has reserved extinction for the Edomites. The only nation that's going to be extinct. And that's after serving 1,000 years of slavery. That's the book of Obadiah, the first chapter.
That's right.
You read the 10th verse and the 18th verse.
And the only way this world can come into peace is once Esau takes it down. Terrible. He has to be brought to, he has to be taken. You think you can have peace with so-called white man and woman, you are a thief. There's nothing. Okay, Esau was set up for the exact opposite of bringing peace.
That's right.
Go ahead. This is Proverbs 29 and verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
Are the people rejoicing worldwide right now? Absolutely not. They're in a state of mourning. Okay? You got the pre-teens depressed. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about depression. Well, I mean, you know, you got those little pockets, but now it's just like left. But we are playing outside. Go ahead.
But when
When we were young, we didn't have all this technology. We were outside, play for word after fun. They're stuck on that social media. They're stuck on the devices. That's what messes up their mind.
Creates an imbalance in your mind. You know? Too much dopamine. You know, and you're looking for validation from other people. And you don't have self-confidence. You know? Not only that, there's also rich people that are committing suicide. You got all the wealth in the world, but you commit suicide. Those are good.
I mean, a lot of these parents, they have their kids hooked on drugs. You know, they're giving them antidepressants and medication to help them focus, things of that nature. You know, because really, they don't want to, they don't have the time to really, you know, parent their kids. You know, Esau had them focus on the work, and then, you know, they just give them the pills and the food, and then, you know, bring them to school or daycare, and then that's what's basically teaching them how to be a civilian, in other words. You know?
Be able to operate in society. They have to be drunk. So even when the time people come, so they won't have access to all these things, you know they're gonna bug out.
Now that crisis happened a couple years ago, 4 years ago, it had a great effect on the children. You know, in the field where I work, you know, when they came back into the school, whatever, the teacher was saying that the children are not the same. You know, mentally they're not the same.
Imagine the 5 team block. You know what I'm saying? You go to work, you wake up, you go to work. And while you outside, in between that, you're not, okay? Spreading the beer. You understand? Or the triple, whatever's out there. You understand what I'm saying? So Esau's coming with some heavy things, man. Okay? Don't be surprised if don't even stop to get food on the way home. Just go home. That's what we got.
Like the brother said, you have to clock in when you get home. You know, they'll have to know, okay, why would they take an extra 5 minutes? What happened? Explain yourself.
I worked at a job like that. That was the worst hell. What do you mean? No, I mean like you're watching everything like behind, like, oh, I can take you with 7 minutes. I mean, it was see good.
When you watch that movie, you know, 1984, you know, when he goes home, you gotta let the big brother know that you're.
See, we gotta watch those movies. That's a heavy series. It's not entertaining. It's not even entertaining. The movie is garbage as a movie. Complete garbage. Bad acting, bad script, bad everything. But there's messages in it. You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead. Oh, you want to say something? Because in that movie, man, it showed you that was the police get ready to do right now. They get ready to do it. Okay, go into their bunkers and don't leave the world behind. What do you think that the message was behind that? Leaving the world. The elites are about to leave the world behind. Okay, the elites are about to leave the world behind. You understand? You understand? Like that little girl, she was chilling. When the elites are in their underground places, they're chilling. Not giving a damn about anyone else. That's what's going to do for them. And they believe that once for the whole world, that's 750. Okay? When after all said and done, and all the death toll has reached, you know, at limit, and people are begging for help. Huh? They were begging for John at the end. You see? Why? Because that's what it's gonna lead to, man. They're gonna be begging for the elites. They're gonna be begging for governance.
Like in Ezra 15 and verse 12, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, shall bring upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting in hell and with the fearful constellation.
They're setting up food shortage. They're setting up food scarcity. That's what they want. Okay? So like I said, the hail will come from blasting and hail upon the crops. It will come from their heart. I see David power do that. Like this is the mindset of he and the other side could never reach the Roman. Go ahead.
Woe to the world and them.
Give God like power. You know? When you play technology, that's to be able to kill 80,000 people in one moment. That's God like power.
I will get like
They themselves got that power.
They don't acknowledge that the Most High Allah that is elevated. The same reason how I lifted you up when you're referring to Pharaoh.
Right.
Same thing the Lord doing with Esau.
They don't understand the power of the Most High is that, you know, their chariots are flesh. And not spirit. Okay? There's a video of one of the airplanes that was missing in Malaysia. The chariots come back there. So the video, the chariots surrounding it, the airplane, security, it's all there. They don't know where the airplane is today. How do you lose an airplane? You can lose a lot of and they say, he tracks every airplane that takes flight. You know, you have people that work on the ground and they give them different locations, whether there's no plane crashes. So, tell me, how did it disappear? It just came off the radar. They said, oh, where did it go? You can't see the plane. Right? And it showed in the video those chariots that were surrounding it. It was going around and boom. And they don't want people to know about that power. Because that means there's a power higher than that.
Wow.
Go ahead.
You got a precept?
Yeah.
Similar to the triangle.
We don't know what's going on.
This is Second Thessalonians 2 and verse 4, who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High.
And that's what they're doing. They're opposing and exalting themselves against everything that is of the Most High. All the ways that are
Or that is worship, so that he as the Most High sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. It says, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worship, so that he as the Most High sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High.
Yeah, basically that's the complex of Esau. Thinking that he's a God. But then everything he establishes, like, I did this, nobody else did it, it's me. Okay? Is what ultimately his pride had to get to that level, man, for the Most High to come and take him down, man. To the mere fact he himself, he's proclaiming that he is God. You know, especially with the system that he's getting ready to establish, basically he's going to be like his God. You know, to whether he can track your every move. The Most High does that, man. He has angels that track your every move. But he himself, he wants to do that on the left-hand side, man.
And that's a good example of what's about to happen to Esau Edom. Because of his pride, he believes that like we're going into.
I like that jacket.
Thank you.
Like we're going into is that how Esau's pride has made him see that he's on top. But again, the Lord goes and attributes the power to himself. Like he's the one that set up everything. Not knowing that he should glorify the Lord for setting up everything.
That's why he names things after he names different elements after himself. Right? Things that form, you know, everything that you see, he named it for. No plank, he put his name on. So he's still, he's That's supposed to. Okay, bring out.
Proverbs 16 and 18. Pride goes before destruction, and the haughty spirit before fall.
Right, so Esau has that high spirit. He's about to have a great fall. That's right. But hey, man, like I said, you know, crops, farmers, really bring that up. It's yours. You can buy it. I know it's hard. It's rough nowadays, right? Nothing growing, right? You can buy it from small feet. Right? Go ahead. Help you out a bit. Go ahead. Put you in a pocket. Go ahead.
Verse 14, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. and one people shall stand up to fight against another with swords in their hands.
Swords in their hands, man. Weaponry, man. There's gonna be a time where it's not just talking. You stupid libs. You right, you racist. All these people talking that. There will be no more talking. There will be no longer. Okay? You know? It's gonna be straight civil war. That's what's getting ready to come.
Verse
Even within the movie Civil War, there wasn't much talking. As soon as you saw somebody just interacting towards conflict.
Where are you from?
Yeah.
What's that? No, I'm not. Where you from? Not even know where you
That's the story now.
Wasn't enough to say yet. They had powers in life. And they know those Bible Belt Edomites, so-called white people, or Bible Belt so-called white people, they're ready to get violent. They're ready to get violent. They're waiting to get violent. Okay? They've been in the shooting range, they're the easiest ones to rouse up to get violent. And they're going to get violent against you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. They're going to give you the first blow, but then after the Lord is going to put a spirit on you to overtake you. See, that's what it's going to be. No. You want to first go because they're making the stallion.
Oh, yeah.
On TikTok. It's bigger than a world. Okay? But after a while, they're going to and them Latino gangs, that's what they're not playing. They're not playing. So they're going to link up, and they're doing that. It's a green trip. Taking over buildings and stuff like that. Right?
That's spirit of the 90s.
It's the way worse. I know what you mean though, but it's going to far surpass that. When it comes down to it, and they're beating up each other. They're going to say, I'm going to get rid of it. Go ahead. Because that's the spirit of something. I want to get rid of that. Anything brown.
This is Isaiah 19 and verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom.
Right. So that's the civil war, the internal wars, right, within America. Okay, and that's going to go to different places too. Canada, it's going to be here too. Okay, UK, you already seen it popping off in the UK. So it's getting ready to really increase and get really good. Okay.
Verse 17, and the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt.
Who's the land of Judah? The so-called African Americans, the so-called Negroes. Okay, so that would represent the other two tribes that's with them too. Because Judah's getting down and Benjamin and Levi is there. What are they going to do? We think so. They're going to Edomites have a gun on you. Are you nation? Oh, no, it's going to be a full-out war between the subject here. Go ahead.
It says, everyone that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid in himself because of the counsel of the Lord of hosts, which has determined against it.
Even those good old boys. They're going to have fear within themselves. There's going to be a time where they're going to show up. Jake is going to have no mercy.
Because even you look at the history with Esau going up against the Gadites, it took a long time for them to overcome them. You know, they had multiple wars that they lost until they came and created the Gatling gun. Even with the Gatling gun, it took some time. So, you know, bullets at that time, man, it's not going to mean anything for Jake. But it is, like you say all the time, Jake's probably just going to run through them bullets, man.
No, the migrants are stealing, they're robbing gun shops. That's how they're getting all these got snipers and shit.
No, but hold on. Don't you think it's not the army that giving them the guns?
Yeah, they gave them something. But now, right now, the migrants are reporting to robbing the gun shops. Like how you rob a Jewish shop. From what I heard on the report, they're robbing gun shops. Where do you get all these big guns? Some of it was that, right? But some of it was they're actually, I believe they're going into robbing these places. That's what I heard. And I believe if they're gonna do that, if they got to go ahead and go shoot police, you think they care about a gunshot? They'll come in one time, pop, 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 pop. You know what I'm saying? They're crazy. They got the craziest of them in the section. Okay? You thought you always go to poppings and crazy hoods. Them dudes, they done seen worse, man. They done been through worse, man. Especially when you have nothing to lose. You have nothing to lose, you know, like fuck it. Bro, they'll run up to those gangs and stuff. No comprende.
No, but they're there to the Lord brought them there for the judgment.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, go ahead.
Con,
And some of them for the religious. Go ahead.
verse 16, there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Right? So where's the power going to go to the people? Right? And that doesn't mean that, it's going to be a utopia. Power, no, it's going to be chaos. That's what it's going to mean. That's going to mean we're going to have these people taking over buildings and doing what they want to do. Gangs running around. All right? And these gangs are gangs that are looking for food and supplies. It's not the same type of gangs like now.
Right.
You see a guy with a flag, we follow him off the train. Tuck that flag. No, not those gangs. We're talking gangs that's looking for survival purposes.
Right.
You know? Go ahead, bro.
Verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Right, so we're going to implement certain limitations in cities, man. Things like the 50-minute city, that's an example. You know, but even like for so-called safety reasons, right. You know, there's a pestilence, where you can't come to this particular town because it's infected. You know?
Or they don't want you in because outside.
Right.
Verse 18,
that's right. Where they, like the brother said, where they don't want you in that particular zone. They don't want you to leave from that particular zone because outside is infected. That's this verse, like you said.
says, verse 18, for because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of lack of bread, and for great tribulation.
The lack of bread. Okay? So that's when things are going to really get ugly. Okay? When there's a lack of bread, that's the main thing he says they're ready to do. Okay? And when he really lets that to happen, man, they'll be on their way to the bunkers, man. Okay? Because they know when that bread is gone, it can't be true, it can't be in his house of God or it's a subset. You're not going to be there. You're not going to go there. That's not where he's going to be at. You see what happened to Sri Lanka? That was just a financial crisis. That was not even food. That was not even a family. It was just for the money. They're already going up to the different political guys' houses and throwing cars around, throwing rocks, getting ready to go inside the house to take him down. So so imagine how much more with this actual food that's in the line now.
That was it on.
Zephaniah 9 and 13. Like I said at 12. Turn you to the stronghold, ye prisoners of hope, even today do I declare that I will render double unto thee. When I bent Judah for me, filled the bow with Ephraim, and raised up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece.
Right, thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece. Israelites against Edomites. That's the main fight. That's what it's all about. Right? When he asked about the end times, he said, when Jacob fell to heal with Esau. That's the main fight. Okay? The main characters of the story is the Israelites and the Edomites. That means it's going to be a great showdown. Okay, go ahead.
when I and raise up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece, and made thee as the sword of a mighty man.
Right, and like I said, they're going to target the Israelites. They're going to target you so-called blacks and Latinos and Native Americans. They're going to target you. Okay? What does it mean they're going to be? They're going to try to kill you indiscriminately when that time. Okay? They're categorizing you now with those migrant stuff. And they were set up. They opened the prisons and set them open. And they have orders. They have orders. Okay? And then the person who has given them their orders, he has to be getting his orders from someone, you know what I'm saying? Amongst the secret council. You know? And works for the secret council. Okay, you can put that together. Okay? There's nobody in their right mind, anybody, a gang, whatever, is going to say, yeah, go ahead and shoot.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're in America. You're not in freaking, you know what I'm saying? In the Philippines. You're in the strongest nation on the planet. Just go ahead and shoot at them. They're building up to something. They're building up to something. You understand?
Just the fact that the borders were left open for them to come in, it already shows you that it was open.
Yep.
Because Biden, when he was still as a good president, that's Camilla. And they were saying, he was saying like, they were telling him to close it, but he was saying no, leave it open. No, he didn't say that. He didn't tell the people in charge to close the border. He said leave it open. Well, that's not the main problem right now.
He's ruling in spirit.
Yeah.
That's it. Behind the scenes. That's it.
Hard is
It's a bit you always. That's what I'm saying.
Recording.
Just the fact that all these things are orchestrated, it's planned. It's not just like they're not going to leave the borders open for so long and allowing all these people to come in for no reason. Everything is already planned. They have their plans. They have their setup that they're trying to bring. Let's say control chaos.
control chaos. So they're going to make sure that it gets out of hand to the point where they're going to have to bring an order.
Solution.
That's the bottom line. And while that's happening, you can come in and they're going to be their boss. Matter of fact, give me that we've got hired part up. You know? Give me that Revelation 6. Well, if you go to
And even the crazy thing is that you know how it says control chaos. Even the fact that they're setting up laws where if you see a so-called person that you think that is an illegal alien on your property, you can shoot them. But at the same time, they're giving them rights. Those immigrants, they're giving them rights to own guns as well. So what is that all about? One side shoots another, the other one shoots another. So
I don't think that they're necessarily giving them right. They're giving them the guns.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? There was, it's not to get real ugly. It's not to get real ugly. The elites know that. You know that.
In the book of St. Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 12, and it reads, "And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold."
Right. We already see that now, but it's going to grow a crease. Or that whole howdy neighbor that, or that other from London says, the Ned Flanders. That's going to go away.
You saw that in that movie. Leave the world behind. What was his name? Daddy.
He came out like this.
Better back up.
Yeah.
What's up? What's up, baby? The whole time you were starting.
Yeah, we know each other. You think you hear the goose? That was history.
Cool.
Yeah. So good.
Second Ezra 6 and 24. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run.
Yeah, so that time is going to take some great faith. It's going to be a fearful time. be a fearful time. And these people, I can see these people running up the tree. This way, that way. I can see that. Right?
Revelation 6 and verse 16, and said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne. Yeah, verse 14, it says, and the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places. And the kings of the earth, and the great man, and the rich man, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, every bondman and every free man, hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains, and said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb.
Yeah, so that's after the destruction, we're gonna go gather them up, right? But they're gonna be hiding in the rocks and the bunkers and underground water. The wife can deal with those guys. But if there's anything left, you can go down there and get them, right? But there's space retreats.
Yeah.
So Esau's gonna be gathered up. Right.
One more verse. Verse 17. For the great day of his wrath has come, and who shall be able to stand?
Who's going to be able to stand that? See, the prophets know, like that thing is like a day of how you survive.
Yeah.
How are you going to survive this? Right. That's how crazy this time is going to be. Right? So if Jake has no these people have made what's going on, right? The elites know how bad it's going to be. That's why they have one. They know how bad it's going to be. They understand. Right? And they don't mind. They're going to be down there chilling up until that time when it's sick. Come back. Probably just watching too. Right. Well, look at the word perfect. Matter of fact, you look at
This is Habakkuk 3 and verse 16. When I heard, my belly trembled, my lips quivered at the voice. Rawness entered into my bones, and I trembled in myself that I might rest in the day of trouble. When he cometh up unto
he's saying which he hopes is in the spirit world in the day of trouble. That I might rest, but he said rest.
that I might rest in the day of trouble.
Go ahead.
It says, when he cometh up unto the people, he will invade them with his troops. Although the fig tree...
Okay, this will read up one verse. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm picking up the coming of the hour. Yeah, go ahead.
Habakkuk 3 and 15. Thou didst walk through the sea with thine horses, through the heap of great waters. When I heard, my belly trembled, my lips quivered at the voice. Rawness entered into my bones, and I trembled in myself, that I might have rest in the day of trouble. When he cometh up unto the people, he will invade them with his troops. It says, although the fig tree shall not blossom, neither shall fruit be in the vine, the labor of the olive shall fail, and the feed shall yield no meat. The flock shall be cut off from the fold, and there shall be no herd in the stalls. Yet I will rejoice in Yahweh, Yahushai. I will joy in the power of my salvation.
Right, so he's going to have joy. Right? So he wants to be on the good side of Yahweh. That's going to be where the rest is going to come from. Once we enter to those chariots.
It says here to make free of something unwanted, to rid a nation of political party by a purge, to get rid of.
Get rid of something unwanted. What's unwanted? First of all, a lot of these useless eaters. But you know they say similar things anyway. The usefulness of humans is becoming close to 0%.
Yeah.
Well, they got all these robots, they got all this AI. making burgers, certain places they have to deliver.
Yeah, well, self-driving cars, so like taxi.
They don't need any of these. They're setting up a way where the majority of the people of the earth are not needed.
Yeah.
You understand? But they'll keep the minds of like the top CEOs and whatever the case may be. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's like these industries continue to die. So as long as they're useful to the devil, they'll use you. But the majority of people, they're looking at them as useless now. You see? Useless eaters. That was a quote by Henry Kissinger. Henry Kissinger was quoted as calling such fools useless eaters. And he was one of the ones that backed up that theory called the Malthusian theory, which is roughly paraphrasing how there's basically goes back to population control. How can we control the population? Basically he's saying there's not enough food to feed the whole population. Yeah, because he was in the elite. Yeah, but he was in the elite. Right. He was one of the elites. Like, in other words, he was being a vocal. That's what I'm saying. He was being a vocal. And he was saying one of the main ways to control, to reduce the population was by famine, war, and pestilence. You know, and all of those things are coming on a high level. Right? Go ahead. Oh, you think this one? Right. So they're get rid of all wine, which is useless eaters. And that once that report, there's a brother knows where it's at. Yeah. So that billions of people got it. So how sick is this? I'm like, God, that's ambitious.
Yeah.
Billions in 1 year. Maybe 40 million? Yeah, that's very ambitious, man. Go ahead, bro. Talking about 5 or 6 people. So these devils are sick. They're sick. So what kind of chaos has to be on there? Oh, he said if the days are not short, there should be no left flesh. So they're going to be beating that, and then the Yahushua will say, no. Yeah, now come. Well, Heavenly Father, your hours will get to go ahead.
Amos 9, verse 2, it says, though they dig into hell, then shall my man take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down. And though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, I will search and take my people. I will search and take them out hence. And though they be hid from my sight and the bottom of the sea, thence I will command the serpent, and he shall bite them.
So even if they're under the water, they still can't escape. Figure underwater, look and see, he ain't gonna get me down here. And the Bible is good. You know, he's in the position of how man is rules the earth, he rules the sea. Right? So that's the Heavenly Father's main creature. He's the structure. You understand? Outside of man, he works with Leviathan. Right? So the man of Leviathan, and Leviathan knows. He knows what he got to do, you know? Like a dinosaur movie, they just show the eye. You know?
Psalms 139 and 7, whether shall I go from thy spirit, or whether shall I flee from thy presence? If I ascend up into heaven, thou art there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, thou art there. Verse 11, if I say, surely the darkness shall cover me, even the night shall be light about me. Yet the darkness hideth not from thee, but the night shineth as the day, the darkness and the light are both alike to thee.
Right, that's right, because you can see no matter what. So it's Heavenly Father can't see. That's the mindset of these Edomites. Trick. Nothing like you can trick the Most High. And we're your people now. You know, they put on the hats. You know, they act like they're the ones. They're going to change the art. He's really, you know, I think he's smart. He's smart in wickedness, but it's really, the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. It's really stupid. Because you can go sell yourself to the left-hand side. And the left-hand side, the cons outweigh the pros. You can't look at it.
So Moses said, I rather denounce the pleasures of sin for his sister. Rather suffer with the people of the Lord because he understood that he had respect for the Lord that will come from serving the Lord.
Yeah, you understand that's a better reward. Yeah, we're ready.
Oh, yeah. The book of Jeremiah 17 and verse. It's the book of Job. Jeremiah 16 and verse 17. For mine eyes, behold, I will send for many fishers, said the Lord, they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, they shall hunt them from every mountain, and from every hill, and out of the holes of the rock.
Right now we're fishing. But the time is coming where the elect is going to be changed. Going to those churches. Right? And then when we go to those churches, we come back down. After America is destroyed, what's going to happen? Hunter is not, running. The prey is not attacking. The prey is hiding. The prey is running away. That's what we do.
Verse 17, for mine eyes are upon all their ways, they are not hid from my face, neither is their iniquity hid from mine eyes. And first I will recompense their iniquity and their sin double, because they have defiled my land, they have filled mine inheritance with the carcasses of their detestable and abominable things.
That's right. That's right. So that's it. So the Lord sees all the wickedness that these elites have done, that these people have done. All right, and they're going to be rewarded for that. They're going to be rewarded for that. We're hoping on His mercy. Okay, we're hoping on the mercies in our lives. See, that's the difference. Okay, that's it. That's it. Sit on that. Okay, you got something to
Yeah, Khan, this is Jeremiah 49 and verse 12. But thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunk it. And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it.
We're going to surely drink of that cup. Esau can't escape the judgment. There's no way that he can escape the judgment. There's nothing he can do. There's no amount of money he can take.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So he's free. Right? Let's get the last scripture.
Ecclesiastes 12 and 14. For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment, with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
Job 34, verse 21. It says, for his eyes are upon the ways of men, and he seeth all his goings. There is no darkness, no shadow of death, where the workers of iniquity may hide themselves.
No way they can hide them. And them demons are lying to you. Outsmart their own father, give them people, get the birthright back. You can't get the birthright. You're not going to be ruling forever. That's not. That's for Jacob. See? You had your time.
Right.
Ezekiel 35 and 6. Therefore, as I live, says the Lord, Most High Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
Blood shall pursue you. Right? Because you're not sure. Okay? So with that, we're going to face peace. We're all praise the Lord.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Ba'adash.
We're going to see the apostle, the great Lord, Much of respect to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out and truth and sincerity. All right?
Shemai, Yash Allah, Yahweh, Elohai Nawa, Yahweh, Akhud. Shemai, Yash Allah, Yahweh, Elohai Nawa, Yahweh, Akhud. Shemai, Yash Allah, Yahweh, Elohai Nawa, Yahweh, Akhud. Above, Kwam Yash Allah. Kwam Yash Allah.